everyone. Oh, it's been a while. Say hello to the internet, everyone. Say hi.
No,
Oh, okay. Jeez,
no, you.
spoil sport. Well, it's been a while. We've had a couple weeks, a few weeks off because of multitude of things. Real life being real life. But we're back, and yeah. So, who would like to recap what happened last session? All that time ago.
We were on a ship
Uh,
talking to people. It's the last thing I remember. It's
Um,
about all I remember right now. Discussing plans with everybody else and talking with everyone who had come to help us because Philomora said to.
We
Uh,
have gained a possession of a special sleek designed airship that was discovered on the Isle, Isles of Heaven Isles. We have managed to repair it, finding out that it requires a special power source, which was a different kind than magic, the weave, but it was a ley lines. We have decided to travel finally against the big bats and finding ourselves in dire straits. Gara has called upon Filamora,
yeah, she basically.
who, upon a short bargain, decided to help us as she alone from all the other gods gained more power while the others grew weaker. And she has given our allies and our other nations time to prepare, and now we're sailing at the front of a huge army of airships. Last, we were in the ship hosting the major leading parties of this armada and trying to figure out a plan of attack.
Mhm. All right. Yes, with Gara doing the whole Doctor Strange. I've come to bargain a deal, come to make a deal with Fillmore. Yes, you guys have all gathered together with the
hi,
defensive
Fable.
defensive fleet. Yay, Fable's here! No, I don't have to wait. I don't have to make Serena commit die.
Wow, rude.
Yeah, sorry, case sorry for not reminding you about the hour earlier start time. Doing that because some of our people here have exams and stuff, so this way they can hopefully get the same amount of game time and they can get to bed 1 hour earlier.
TLDR high.
Yeah. uh, Thank you though for the recap, Tara. Very good. If you don't have inspiration, you do now. And yeah, all right. Let's get into it. So, as you have met or gather around the war room table with everyone, uh, your friends and allies from multiple nations, kings and emperors alike, representatives and so forth. They all kind of give you a toast off, as they know that the fight that they're all going into is probably nothing compared to what you will be facing at the top of the tower. So, is there anything you guys would like to do before you head off?
um,
I got nothing.
Okay. Anything you'd like to say to anyone?
I got nothing either, honestly.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I want to double check something real quick.
Okay,
'Cause-
do we have a plan? This is to the party. Do we have a plan of how to get close to the tower? Because I assume that they should at least have anti-air defenses set up.
Okay. Um.
Do not
I don't
give
have a
the
plan.
DM ideas. Let's charge in. Boom them. Go.
So,
Oh,
is
okay,
Finn is
do
Finn
we
Okay.
want?
asking that?
She said to the party.
Okay.
Finn is asking that to the party.
Okay.
What?
We
Sorry, go ahead.
no, we should probably see if we can requisition some actual pilots and equipment to take over the ship. Because once we get it into the tower, I don't think we're gonna need it.
Mm, probably. What level of cleric bard is Serena? Like,
Let's see.
I'm just curious if you have like 6th level spells
Yep,
for either class.
Serena's a 12th level bard. No, wait, sorry, 12th level cleric and the 4 levels in bard.
Do you happen to have the spell Hero's Feast? Because that would
Mm,
honestly be a great thing to do right about now.
Yes, I have Hero's Feast.
We should do that. We have the money. You went out, buy a gem encrusted bowl. Because I think that might help us. And this is completely out of character, by the way, because I have no clue what Serena has as far as spells go. Gar knows nothing of clerical magic. I'm asking out of question because I know that this spell is going to help us in the long run. Serena needs to come up with it on her own to do it, is the question.
Alright, well, that's the case. I'll probably will cast that before the insanity happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Cars, done casting Hero's Feast.
Okay. She just suddenly starts casting it there.
No, I'll probably tell everyone to gather somewhere where. No, I'll probably ask the captain of the ship or one of the nice people on the ship if they have like a galley or something where I'd be able to cast a spell that should be able to feed the entirety of the party.
Okay. Yeah. Um. You kind of ask some of the your allies there on the ship. They don't really have like much of an eatery area set up, as this the entire fleet vessels are made for combat, but they do have kind of a more open area that could accommodate such a thing.
Mhm.
So, so you lead your friends and party, to this area, and you go to cast your hero's feast. Go ahead and roll me a d100, please.
Oh no, we're doomed. Yep.
89. Okay. All right. So, as you go to cast your spell, you've kind of similar to how when you saw Finn trying to cast his magic, you seem to struggle with it, but you manage to kind of channel your magical energy into this jeweled chalice, and as you finish, it begins to kind of glow and hum with energy as you toss it into the air, and before you, you watch as it bursts, the gems popping out of the chalice and spreading out, the chalice forming a beautiful table and chairs, intricately designed with dragon motifs and visages of Azure Dell. The legs of the table looking like dragon arms and claws wrapping around the corners of the table, and a beautiful large feast is set out for you all.
Well,
Alrighty. If we're gonna do this, at least we can't do it on an empty stomach.
that makes sense. Food.
Okay. So as you sit down, all of you enjoy a nice feast. Um, Fable, go ahead and roll 2d10.
Okay. There goes nothing. Please be high to 10. Ah, that's poo.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
that's
man.
poo cards. I'm suing this game.
Yeah.
Alright, so your guys' hit point maximum is increased by 6 for the next 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys spend the next hour feasting, being invigorated and protected by this magical feast, you guys feel the kind of lingering sensation of oncoming doom kind of weighing on all of you. As you know, once you're done with this feast, you and your allies will be literally heading into the lion's den.
Well, thank you for the meal, Serena.
Mm-hmm.
Still doesn't answer the question of are we just flying into the tower, having somebody pilot the ship for us, and then dismounting and having them fly away, or are we gonna help them with a ground assault?
Well, somebody needs to watch the ship.
Hmm.
What's the name of that of the ship captain that used to fly us around from the Hunters Guild? What's his name again? We could
I
have
have to
him fly the
keep...
ship.
Yes, we could, but we'd have to go pick him up. Unless he's already here.
You could ask.
I assume the Hunters Guild contributed forces.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of the few who know how to pilot an airship, so he would be here.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it's Captain Grimwood here.
Yeah. Okay, if you want to ask around. Um, you do kind of ask around. You know some of the Hundreds Guild members are here, and you ask, and they do kind of point you in the direction that Captain Grimwood is going to be one of the lead pilots of the Hundreds Guild fleet.
I wonder if they'd be interested in flying the ship of a lifetime. Oh dear.
But
Okay.
if you go find them, you can find them kind of going over things in the ship, giving orders to have things prepared. Getting weapons ready. Captain Grimwood will greet you all. Like, ah! Well, if it isn't the illustrious party of Gararuk and friends. It's a good day to see you all. Wasn't quite sure I would get to see you off.
Likewise, Grimwood, but uh, we come here to other than say goodbyes, because this might be the last time. We also come to with an offer. How would you like to pilot, as Serena put it, the ship of the what did you say? Ship of the dreams? Ship of
Ship
your
of a lifetime.
Ship of a lifetime.
Ship of the lifetime?
You mean that fancy vessel you flew in on? Well,
Yes, it got us here in roughly a couple of hours from the island we have.
hmm. Well, I am very flattered that you would think of me in order for such an endeavor. And while I'm sure my skills could be very beneficial to get to that ship in, I kind of think that I'm more needed here. We're gonna need every best damn captain they have who knows their way around of airship 3 times over. So we're gonna make sure that, well, most of us come back alive. Gotta keep, gotta keep this thing in the
Yeah.
air as long as I can.
Do you have any recommendations for someone who can pilot it? We just need someone who can get us in and then get the ship out. The ship has arcing advanced weaponry on it, meaning it's going to be useful in a fight, and it's fast, so
Well, I've been kind of going over things with some of the other captains, and there is one lieutenant who's probably skilled enough of a pilot. Not as good as me, of course, but I think I think she might have what it takes.
pray tell.
Oh, well, follow me. I'll introduce you to her. Uh, she kind of hails from from the Dracokin lands over there, so she definitely knows a way of flying. Though she's used to more flying, well, dragons and herself than ships. But I've seen what she can do, and she's very quick. She learned things that most of us took years to learn, and well, only a few days. Uh, her name is Allison, and yeah, I think she might do. And she kind of leads you from the captain's cabin he's in, and heads down below in the ship you guys are on. You see that there's it's very hustle, bustle, and very hectic down below. People are getting things put together, moved, weapons in place, things secured and locked down so they aren't going to be tumbled about easily. You see the person kind of getting directions and double checking things is this uh, gold scaled Dracokin woman. She's kind of barking orders, but not in a very like gruff or harsh manner, but very stern and kind of take charge way. As you guys approach, Captain Grimwood calls out to, "Oh, Allison! Could you take a minute? I need to introduce you to, well, my friends and the people who are, well, heading headfirst into, well, probably the worst situation ever." She kind of pauses and will come over to you all. She'll kind of cross her arm across her body and bow to you all slightly. Uh, Greetings. It's nice to meet you. I'm Allison, as you heard. What do you need?
Now there, Allison. I'm Finn. Uh, we want to ask you if you would be willing to pilot a ship that we recently acquired for us. We are in desperate need of a capable captain who can pilot it into the tower and then get it back here.
I see. She, she kind of takes a look at Captain Grimwood, who nods to her. I recommended you for this, so I thought you were the best pilot for the job. She looks back and nods. I am honored, and I would be most happy to be the pilot for your ship.
Thank you thank you very much. If you and your crew want to get accommodated to the ship, go ahead. I need to make one more stop before we depart.
All right. She leaves, heads up the stairs, heading back up top deck and heading to where your guys' ship had landed.
Finn is gonna go find the Emperor. Basically, he's gonna speak to people he knows to see if he can requisition a few mages to get the cannons working.
Okay. All right. So while Finn's doing that, does anyone want to do anything else?
Um, Cars.
Yes.
Can I borrow you in the other room again for a little bit for something?
Sure. Okay. Yes.
So I've been looking at Find Greater Steed, and I've been comparing and contrasting between like some of the higher tier stuff that they let you summon and all that.
Mm-hmm.
There is a thing from fucking Tales from the Yawning Portal, which is a reduced threat wyvern,
Mm-hmm.
which is somewhat on par with something like that, because the Pegasus has fucking 90 feet of flight and a fuck off amount of other bullshit.
Okay. So you wanted to summon this wyvern?
Yeah, that. The wyvern or the reduced threat one?
Okay. May I ask why?
Find Greater Steed.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why is the question.
We need something of this caliber for this. I'm just asking this, like, not for now, but for later, possible.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as well as this, I need to, I like to do things where I have to take my time to get, used to the thing that I'm with, because your game stinky.
Okay. I guess a reduced threat wyvern would be okay.
I mean, it's pretty much on par. It's just a higher CR for, like, I think the Stinger and stuff like that. But yeah, I think like, the multi attack is why it's a higher CR, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's still CR6.
Okay.
It's a large dragon, and, or large dragon unaligned, so.
How much HP?
55.
55? Okay.
Yeah.
That should be alright then.
The wyvern is at, not the wyvern, the Pegasus is at like 60 something on average. It's like, I think like 14d10 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just go with average HP. Makes it easier.
Yeah, 55 then.
Okay.
It's on ground speed is 20 and flight of 80.
Okay. Alrighty.
Alright, that was pretty much it. I'll hop back up. Sorry to bother you. I could have just DM'd you about this, but I didn't want to, I just want to get this cleared out now so we don't have the whole retcon moment.
Yeah. Alrighty, no problem.
Regain all hit points.
Alright. So. Alright, so Finn, you're going to go talk to the Emperor. And
Basically, Emperor, the Archmage, anybody who Finn knows, so he can requisition mages.
okay, so you head back to the war room then, where they were.
Yep.
And as you enter, they greet you again.
Uh, yeah, go ahead, Karst.
No, what were we gonna say?
Um, so hi everyone again. I need to. I almost forgot. I need to requisition some mages if they need to.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's been statements. I need to requisition some mages
They
from you guys.
they kind of look at each other like. The Emperor steps up from his seat and. Uh, well, it's not an unusual request. Just why?
The ship has. We're going to use the ship that we acquired to fly into the tower. Once we get in there, we're gonna have the ship disengage and get back to the fleet.
Oh.
And when that happens,
Oh, dude.
oh, sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. I asked if I cut out. It turns out yes, I did.
Mhm.
Sorry.
When that happens, I'd rather have the ship have a fully operational, well, the cannons working on it.
Okay.
For the cannons to work, mages need to channel magic, which is why I was asking to requisition some mages.
Hmm. I see. Hmm. Uh. All right. I don't see the problem in it. Um. The Emperor kind of looks over to the other members around the, the war table. Do we have a few mages we can spare? Archmage Shin kind of strokes his beard and ponders. I think we have a few that we can spare, but it is going to give us less offensive and defensive power on our end.
It'll only be but for a few moments. The ship was able to get us from all the way from our islands to here within a couple of days. Not a couple of days, a couple of hours.
And this is
From our
under the
current
assumption.
position,
This is under the assumption, Finn, that your ship will get in and out unscathed.
that is also true.
We don't know
And
what
that's
kind of
all.
defenses this tower has. It is why our fleet has set up this gathering so far back. We did not risk getting any closer, crossing into no man's land.
That is true.
And it is, well, my best assumption is that the reason the enemy forces have not come out to attack us yet is because they know something that we don't.
Karst, how far away is the fleet
Um,
from the camp?
they have set up on the outside of what, like just like outside the edge of what is considered no man's land. Um, you guys are kind of right here, so you guys are here with them.
Still having a few. We just need enough to formulate a skeleton crew.
If one mage from each group is provided, it should not be too much of a hindrance upon any one faction. Is this reasonable for everyone? Everyone at the table kind of ponders and nods. Alright. Request the mage be sent over to the ship that Finn and the others arrived upon. And Finn, I assume you'll be waiting for them there to instruct them upon how the ship works.
That is true. That is what I'm going to do.
Very well. Archmage and sits back down. The Emperor kind of comes up to you and pats you kind of hard on the shoulder with his big, meaty hand.
Can fall through the ship.
Finn,
What's up?
you should get someone from the Hunters Guild.
That is what has been implied. One person from every faction.
Yeah, but, you know, this is valuable.
The Emperor kind
Do
of
you have somebody?
chuckles. Ah, well, don't worry. We'll provide best that we can. And, Finn, while you're in there, do be careful. I wouldn't want my oldest living relative to die on me now.
Don't don't worry much. I have Peace watching my back. Actually, it's better. Actually, Peace is going to be watching me very closely.
Alright. Well, saved sails then for you. Let them know what our family can do.
Then we'll do a nod and a bow, and then leave the room.
Okay. So, as you go and leave and head towards the ship to wait for the mages to arrive, about 15 minutes later, you do see a group of about like half a dozen spellcasters, spellcasting looking types arrive. They greet you all. They all greet you with a salute.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. And thank you if you volunteered. Thank you for volunteering for this. The task at hand is indeed a dangerous one. But if we work together, if we work together and watch each other's backs, we should come through it safely.
They all just kind of look at you and nod.
All right. Yeah, we've been through Milo Tavion. We haven't named the ship yet.
Not yet. Though, the kind of the on the nameplate on there was a nameplate on the ship. It was the ship was named the Sky Piercer.
We'll come aboard the Sky Piercer. I'll explain. I'll show you all. I'll show you all everything on the ship. Rest of you guys, this has been addressing the party. If you have any last wishes or any affairs, get them in order. We are literally going to be plunging into a tower from hell.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go give everybody the mages and the captain the whole rundown of the ship.
All right. So you take some time to do that. All right. So, as you guys are kind of getting prepared, the like, well, I guess it'd be Tally from the Hunter Skills. She knows you guys pretty well. We'll come address you all and inform you of the fleet's plan. Alright, now, so, what we've come up with is we are going to have you guys stick with us as we bring in the fleet closer. Once we get in with about a mile or two of the crossing line into no man's land, the land of the fallen. Um, we will have you guys launch off and, well, sail yourselves like a bat out of hells into there as we provide cover fire from a distance. Oh, I was also told to give you guys these. It's a gift from the Dracokin. I did not know those people existed. Elves with
Not too
scales
many
and
people do.
wings, and it's very odd but interesting. So, Tally just kind of opens up uh, one of her pouches and pulls out from it these interesting looking gems. They've been crafted and polished down into little spheres, and she hands each of you, uh, well, not each of you, I think, let's see, how many, I guess be a set of just like two sets of three gems, and she'll be handing them to Serena, and she'll be kind of looking around for Finn, but since he's busy giving a tour and introduction to the ship, we'll hand them to Mercy. These here, as I was told by the Dragokin, were for, well, some of the more major spellcasters in your group. As well, things might be hectic in there, and you might not have time to rest, or hells, we don't even know what could be going on in there. If things work the same, things are lots of unknowns right now. But these here are things that the Dracokin have crafted. Uh, are any of you familiar with magical items called pearls of power?
Oh, I see.
No.
Oh,
No,
well, it seems like one of you is familiar. Well,
no, not me. I was just trying to go along with it.
oh, okay. Well, I don't really get it myself, but that's what they mentioned. According to them, these things work similarly. Uh, they contain uh, kind of raw magical energy, and can this energy can be siphoned from the gem into yourself to recharge your magical uh, energies. At least according to what they said. Um, Tyler will kind of like point to the emerald. Like this here, according to them, can recharge uh, up to uh, well, one fourth, well, fourth level spell. I don't know. Uh, these sapphires can recharge up to a fifth. And the rubies can charge up to 1/6. Does this make any sense to any of you?
I'm sure our spellcaster wizard friend would understand it if he were here. It's all gibberish to me.
Spellcaster Wizard Fund has a name, but who's who's
I
keeping track
know.
of that?
Gara
go
isn't
get-
very smart, but she's also being very sarcastic too.
Well, I hope
I'll
it
go get-
makes sense to one of you.
I'll go get Finn right now. Okay, just give me a moment. I'm gonna go onto the ship and find the bumbling idiot talking about random stuff that totally and calling it a tour of the ship. He's probably just talking about other stuff.
No, he's actually talking about the ship and the arcane cannons and different important details of the ship.
All right, of course you want. Keep telling yourself that. Buddy.
The niggas in trouble.
You know,
One moment, please.
You kind of cut out there. All right. So,
Excuse me?
yes, yes. Oh, hello.
Hey, Do these crystals help
Back.
spellcasters? Welcome back.
Yes.
Would that work with Key?
I don't know. Um, Key. Well, that's what those monk types say, right?
Yes.
Ah, well, I don't know. I am just a simple leader of a hunter's guild. Um,
Ah, shucks.
this is a lot of information I'm trying to take in right now. I'm not really, you know, knowledgeable about magical items and what they can or cannot do. But well, I'm sure you'll be fine. I hope. I hope you all will be.
Hopefully.
Yeah, this will get
Yes,
better anytime.
hopefully.
Just, just please come back.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan. I mean,
Well,
I,
hopefully,
I,
hopefully this plan goes according to plan. Hmm.
hopefully.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go check in with the hunters, our hunters guild members, see how they're doing with preparing on our ships. Um, safe journeys, and don't do anything too reckless.
Good luck with that one. Because
Yeah, I know.
Reckless is our middle name.
She, Tally just kind of gives kind of a worried smile.
We do.
She goes in and gives you, Mercy, a hug. Just kind of holds you for a moment. Then she'll just kind of,
We got a plan.
I know. I believe in you guys. You guys have done some crazy, crazy things and have come out of it.
Yes, they have, and they'll survive again.
You just be careful now, okay?
I will do my best.
Alright. She'll hug you once more and then kind of go to each and one of you and just kind of claps your guys' hands and just kind of hold your guys' hands for a moment before she heads off. So as Amelius comes back, carrying Finn with him, and his arms like a bride crossing the threshold.
Ew, no, not with Finn.
Goodness gracious.
Is Finn's player hero?
Just disposing of a body one moment.
Okay.
Understood.
Remember to use the lime.
Okay, yeah, I'm here now.
But so yeah, Finn, as you're kind of brought to the group, I'm sure one of them will show you the set of 3 gems that they were given by Tali.
Yeah. Gems, did they tell you what they do, or do I have to identify to know?
Told us what they do.
Yeah, to recap for you.
No, I know, and this has been asking in character.
Oh, okay.
They explained what they did, although I don't understand a word of it, but I will repeat what Tally had said.
Pearls of power. Yeah, no, these are really handy.
Wonderful. That's a good thing. Also, start rummaging through the bag of holding. And I
First,
pull out this rogue ring. It's a ring of spell storing that we've had like since level, I don't know, 6 or
is it
7. It's the ring of
what's it
spell
called?
storing that has the 5th level fireball spell in it.
Oh, it's the fireball spell that I gave you.
Yeah, yeah. I can't attune to it because I've got too many items that I'm attuned to. So I give it to Raiden, who I am pretty sure doesn't have as many items as half of us do attuned.
Uh, thank you.
There is a 5th level fireball spell in this ring that
Holy
might
shit.
come in handy. Yeah, that might come in handy. Uh,
Are you sure you want to give this to me?
yes, I can't use it. I have other items that do far better for me than this one ring that is right now only usable once. But it might come in handy for when we go up against Croshax or even any of the sins. I mean, I don't know. But I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well,
Uh,
thank you.
Karst.
Hmm.
I assume me and Serena were handed the one set of each type of gem.
You weren't there at the time, so Tally just gave it to Mercy. Uh, gave the other set. But yeah, Serena does have one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. But I'm gonna mention something in character. I was thinking on something, guys.
What's that?
They seem to know us a bit and how we fight, so it might be a good idea to switch up your spells, styles, throw them off, whatever they expect.
You are you are aware that it takes a
A
large amount
day.
of time, yes, to change an entire, well,
Yeah,
just how I
there's
prepare spells.
and I've got a skill set that's not very changeable.
You can throw spears.
They don't do very much when it comes to the guys who have defenses against items that aren't actually
Magical.
glowing with magic. Yeah, yeah,
Also, if you
yeah.
throw
You
the
could ask
spear,
if there are spears you could borrow for the magical type, but
I
this is just a thought. I thought that I would mention it. It's a
Oh
idea. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's an awesome idea to be honest with you. I agree. Yes, changing up what we do would throw them off, but because they know our skill set to begin with, they know what we do, how we fight. Just because I switch from being up close and personal to throwing a spear from a ranged position doesn't mean that they're not going to attack me any different either. They're still going to try to pin me down and prevent me from doing anything.
Tali used to tell me stories about some of the feats that magicians are able to do, and she told me a story about a magician that could change up appearance of everyone and how they seem to the world.
you're referring to illusion magic, and that's something I didn't prepare today. Literally, all my spells are can be summarized by fuck 'em up.
Again,
Illusion.
just a thought.
Oh,
I also thought we were going to do the feast, rest, sleep, or something like that, and then go.
we did do a hero's feast. We're pretty much all. We did have a rest while we were on our way here.
A short rest.
Okay.
We're,
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna
Uh,
do a short rest.
Though, just to note, as I'm measuring the distance to the area, um, the time that it would take the fleet to get there would be roughly 10 hours.
Yeah, we'll do like Heroes Feast like right when we get there, basically, so that we have like the full 24 hours of it.
Okay.
But at least that would make sense to do
Mhm.
something like that when we have time to utilize all of it instead of it just being wasted
Yeah. Well,
for a 10-hour trip, 10 hours out of the 24, and it might take us a lot longer to take down everything.
mhm.
I think the idea behind Cars telling us this is that we can still change up our spells if we want to.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, I completely follow that logic.
Mhm.
I mean, that gives us a long rest, and then usually those that cast spells can change them up at after a long rest. So I
So,
don't really have spells that are heavily used, but I will double check what I can learn for my druid spells, which isn't a lot.
Basically, my spell list is gonna generally remain the same. I don't have Finn doesn't have any illusion
Spell
spells.
list.
Uh,
Well, you're not an illusion wizard though either.
oh,
okay. So, yeah. While the fleet
So
is traveling forward, you guys do have time for one last long rest. If you wish to take it and swap up any spells that you want.
Finn shall take it.
Okay.
to
Alright. So, as you got, some of you take your time to take your long rest. The fleet still on the move, moving in slowly closer and closer towards the large looming black tower.
Uh, One more thing: when we receive the gem, Finn is gonna give the one that restores the fourth level one to Peace.
Okay. Yeah. Just so you guys know, they restore up to fourth. So basically, just the total can equal 4.
Wait, you're giving me a whatever the fuck of power?
Yeah,
An
yes.
emerald of power. So yeah, so it's equal to at least one fourth level spell or 4 first level spell slots.
I know. Peace, I know you have the tendency to smite anything that has a
Yeah.
pulse, so take this.
And once they are used, they do shatter.
All right.
So oh, and they have the same usage requirement as a pearl of power.
Which
Just
is?
uh takes an action to use.
Oh, gotcha.
So though if I remember correctly, I think pearls of power are attunement, but these aren't.
Yeah, pearls of power are attunement.
Yeah.
So who's getting them? Just real
Uh,
quick.
Serena has 3 right now.
Okay.
Finn had 3, but he gave the emerald uh, to
Peace.
Peace.
Alright. I know you mentioned there was a ruby or a sapphire. Which ones does Serena have? Just so I can
She
All
remember.
three.
she has all 3. She has an emerald, sapphire, and ruby.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So if you guys want to mark that down, emerald is up to 4th, sapphire is up to 5th, ruby is up to 6th.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, as you guys, some of you who wish to, take a long rest. Whether or not, if you wanted to do the Heroes Feast before taking a long rest. So if Serena wants to get that spell slot back, or do it later, it's up to you guys.
Before,
Okay.
I would say at least. I'm not everyone.
So it would still
I mean,
grant you 14 hours worth of a Hero's
yeah,
Feast.
that's what I was thinking, is that if we do it before, we're kind of losing a lot of time with the Hero's Feast, and I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through everything, to get through the entire. I mean,
Would
it
just
probably won't take us 24 hours, but you know.
we just need enough time to get to the top of the tower.
Which is an
Once we're
unknown.
there, hmm once
So,
we're there, Finn shall take care of the rest.
okay. Alright. So, I guess it's just to note for Serena. Before or after for Hero's Feast?
Ay, ay, ay.
Like, so like who's all for before? Who's all for after the long rest?
After for me.
Okay. So that's one for after. Anyone else voting for after long rest?
I want to say after, yeah. I don't know what's going on anymore, guys.
Well,
I'll
I
be
was
honest.
just saying that if you did the Hero's Feast before your long rest, you could get that spell slot back, Serena.
Oh,
But if you do it
okay.
after your long rest, you'd still be down a 6 level spell slot. But you would also be down roughly 10 hours. Now you could wait a couple hours before you cast it, because the feast doesn't go away once you cast it. It disappears once it's been consumed by up to 12 people. So if you
So
want,
we could wait to eat it,
yeah.
but
So if
okay,
you
so cast it before we go to sleep,
and then
and then
eat,
eat it when we wake up.
okay. Yeah, because I just kind of looked that up on my phone on the
Finn shall,
word.
Finn shall, Finn shall put down a sign that says, "Do not eat this feast."
Okay. Okay. So Serena will still cast her Hero's Feast, then go take a rest. Anyone else wanting to rest too?
I'll be taking a long
Yeah.
rest as well. I need spells.
Okay.
I'll be taking a long rest too.
Okay. Finn, are you taking a long rest?
Yep.
Okay. So that leaves Gara and Mercy.
Gara's gonna rest too.
Okay. Mercy, what about you?
Yeah, rest, but sleep and watch.
Okay. All right. So, as you guys all take a subsequent, well, much needed long rest, trying to get as well rested as you can before going into this war zone. It's not the best sleep some of you guys have had. You've had worse, but you've also had better. You've had one of those, it's kind of a very stressful, anxious filled sleep. You know, the slightest sound and jostle of the airship kind of almost stirs you fully awake, but you go back to sleep. After 8 hours, you guys are woken up by one of the crewmen on the ship. They tell you that they're drawing close to the crossing point. So, as you guys wake up, stretching, get yourself, prepared, re-geared up, you guys sit down and enjoy a nice Hero's Feast. It's It's very delicious. Even after sitting out for 8 hours, it still tastes hot and fresh, like as if
Enjoy is a relative term.
as if it was just brought out of the oven. All right. As you guys finish your feast, being invigorated by it, feeling your mind and will protected, you all make your way towards the Sky Piercer. As you get there, you see in the pilot's cabin, you see Allison, the Dracokin, is going over last minute checks. You see some of the cannons on the ship kind of moving. You can assume that the mages that were uh, given to you to help are doing some last minute checks as well. As you guys approach your ship, you're all approached by the Emperor Regis, King Alexander of Moroja, King Timbermere, the representative of the Dracokin. They all come up to you to see you off. King Timbermere approaches you. I hope you all had a good rest. At least good enough, given the situation.
Rest is a relative term.
Indeed.
Well, myself and the others here have come to see you off. We will be getting our assault soon. Once we start firing off our weapons, that will be your sign to launch your ship and go.
Right.
Safe and swift journeys to you all. Yeah, the king will kind of bow his head slightly to you all in respect and head back. Emperor Regis will approach you all and just kind of pat you heavily on the shoulder. Part of me wishes I could be riding into that fight with all of you. Oh, the heads that will roll. Make sure they know that they shouldn't mess with us here in our realm.
I'll make sure to tell the same demons that got me the first time. I'll be sure to let them know.
Good. Well then. Bring that tower down on that demon's head. The Emperor will kind of look to you all. Heroes in the making before my very eyes. Well, I never thought I'd live to see the day. Well, whether or not they will be singing songs about us in this day, win or lose. Let's just make sure they're glorious, alright? The
I
Emperor
don't
will...
think there are going to be any if we lose. Sure.
Oh, you know us mortals, we're tenacious people. Well, good luck to you all. The Emperor will take his leave. The representative of the Dracokin approaches. The Emperor makes a interesting observation. Uh, our last time we had faced this type of cataclysm, our world was greatly changed here. My kind came into existence as a necessity to fight the evils, and another kind was born from the turmoil. We survived and persevered. I'm sure we can do the same again. May the dragons of old guide you and protect you on your journey.
To you as well.
He'll turn and take his leave. As you guys are left there with your ship, you hear this loud voice come calling out from uh, the call horns on the ship. Everyone to your stations! We are going to be crossing the borderline of the land of the fallen! Prepare for enemy assaults! As that is called out, you watch and hear as people are running and getting ready, prepared, and preparing for combat.
Garrus, may I make one quick suggestion?
Sure, go ahead.
We hold up for a second until Fable makes his way back.
Oh.
Internet poo-poo.
Oh no! Damn
Yeah,
it!
so I think taking a quick break won't hurt.
Nah. If it, well, wants to go get a
We've
drink.
had 2 weeks of break.
I need to go get a drink anyway. I'm a little bit parched.
Yeah.
So, quick
Okay.
drink, bathroom break.
Alrighty.
I'll be back.
I'm looking at shenanigans I can pull off with different spells right now.
back with drink.
Well, welcome back.
I got the orange juice.
You got the orange juice. Said it's probably Sunny D, so it's not actually orange juice.
No, it's Minute Maid.
Oh, okay. Good job.
And it's not the pulpy shit either.
Oh, pulp is good. What's wrong with you?
I don't like it. I don't like that in a drink.
Fair.
I mean,
Fair.
a regular orange, that's fine. Because I'm eating that shit.
Fair.
Oh, I guess, I mean, Fable could hop in on his phone. Possibly. But you just wouldn't be able to control anything. So, you guys ready?
No.
Damn, neither am I.
Oh, by the way, I sent you a link to the thing, just so if you want to have a quick look at it.
Yeah, I saw. Let me copy that link real quick and open it in a separate window.
I am back.
Come back.
Hello, back.
Don't do it, Karst.
I'm Karst.
You did it, Karst.
Ah, damn it.
Karst, you had one. Karst, you had one job. You had one job, Karst.
I know.
We get a ring of wish because of that.
No, you don't. You get
It's
to
too late, I'm right.
you get a deck of many things.
Good enough.
I'll take that.
I'm kidding. You think I'd give you a deck of
Nadim,
many things?
Nadim, are you feeling lucky?
No.
Damn it.
Because I
Then
know
drop.
with my luck, I won't just drop dead on the floor.
Oh my god. Oh, poor Fable.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm currently looking at a bunch of other spells that I normally don't look at because of Wish's feature. And I gotta say, most of these spells are not very good.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to give you guys like a final good rest before, well, into death we ride. As they say.
Okay, Karst, I have a
Yes.
question to ask you.
I may have an
In
answer.
Wish, Wish says that I can duplicate any other spell of eighth level or lower. Does that mean I can upcast a low level spell to 8 using Wish?
Yeah. If it has an upcast thing on it, yeah.
Okay. No further questions.
Just might want to make sure that the spell has an upcast.
Yeah, I know. That's just me confirming something, Karst.
Also, remember, don't forget the rebound effect from Wish as well. You know, you're
Mm-hmm.
suffering from negatives.
Problem is, the one thing which confuses me about Wish is, actually, no, the stress of casting the spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you.
Oh yeah.
So if I duplicate a spell, I'm fine.
Right. Yep, it's other stuff.
Yep.
Alright.
But
Well,
Prepare for 20 earthquakes.
God damn it.
Make that a 21.
God damn it. Oh my god. Hmm. Poor Fable. I see, Rayon. I see.
You like it?
It's okay. I mean, it's all about what you want. Alright. Should we.
Alright, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real close. I'm gonna need that thingy placed into my sheet, or at least my whatchamacallit.
Your control?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me go get it real quick. Oh, okay.
Do it. We might as well do it now.
Yeah, might as well since we got the downtime. Alrighty.
I'll get myself a sexy old image on whatever trust.
Oh, wait, maybe if I might have to do it from all sources.
Yeah, because it's from Tales of the whatever fuck.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello. There it is.
back. It is indeed there. I don't know where there is, but it is indeed there.
It's
Uh, hmm.
I got it. I got it. I just
How's it?
gotta find your name now. Damn it! Why do I keep clicking on
Sure.
everyone but you?
First, keep in mind,
Yes.
if we do get to 18th level, actually 17th level to be more exact,
Yes.
I do get access to 9th level spells, and I don't care about the negative to strength because I don't melee fight. I'm just gonna sit in the back and do spells.
May I, well, I was gonna say you also might lose the ability to cast Wish too. So.
It's the end of the fucking world, Karst. Finn isn't gonna hold on to Wish to make himself a billionaire.
Oh goodness.
No, but you would in real life. I mean, there's a difference.
Yeah, that like in actually IRL, I would hold on to the spell until the end of time, but now no.
No, you.
No me? What did I do?
No, you.
No you. No your
Yeah.
mama. Boom.
Okay.
Got him.
I need you to scooty that thing just up until where my stack is, the thingy.
Uh huh.
'Cause it's way down there. Just scooty it up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problem, man. I just blame you.
Oh, don't blame me. It's your fault.
How so?
I don't know. I just is. Cause I say
Scoot
so.
up a little bit more.
Cause I say so.
Too bad.
If we say so, then we know so.
Oh.
I don't understand why that was supposed to be insulting. What happened, Kars? What happened to you?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's the first shot of the vaccine. He has a microchip inside of him.
Oh, I got that.
No, he
I
just
got
has
that.
access to 5G.
I got that weeks ago.
He just has access to 5G. Don't worry about it.
Woo! I'm on the net. Whoa, man, that song was right. The internet really is for porn. Holy shit.
Okay, that was out
Always,
of nowhere.
always
That
has
was out of
been.
nowhere.
Always has been, Cars.
Damn. Oh no! Why is there an astronaut standing behind me with a gun?
Calm down there.
Moon's haunted.
It's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Okay. I'm gonna ask.
Moon's haunted will still be one of the greatest fucking statements ever made online.
Yes.
Alright, roll call. Who here other than me, Karst, Raiden, and OG are here?
Tara, you here? Jen, you here?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. I'm asking Fable if he wants to join in on his phone. He said sure. So, he'll be hopefully hopping back in the call then.
We say so, and we know so. Cool. Damn it, you got me going, Cars.
He might have to find his earbuds for his phone. Alright. Oh, why can't things just go perfectly?
I don't know.
Oh.
Welcome back, Fable.
Hey, Fable. Hopefully your internet comes back on soon so you can get back on your computer. So. And you're muted, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Alright. So. Let me go ahead and get the music back on. So, as you watch everyone getting to their stations, getting ready, you guys board your vessel and stand by. Allison, the person piloting the ship, gets ready as she waits for the signal for the ship to fly off. As the fleet of ships get closer and closer, you start seeing the black mass of what look like clouds getting closer, and you realize that it's not clouds, but the flying fleet of the enemy forces. Multiple demon minions mounted on demonic flying creatures coming closer and closer. You see as they begin launching just these flaming balls of rock, it seems, towards the fleet. As that happens, you hear calling out from the loudspeakers, every leader of their fleet yelling out, "Fire!" As the fleet begins bombarding the forces in retaliation. Allison knows that's a sign and kicks the ship into high gear, and you guys, leaving from the launch pad there, rocket off towards the fleet of enemies coming towards you. She calls out to you all, "Hang on! Not sure what this thing can fully do, but it's gonna be a bumpy ride, I'm sure!" As she tilts the control stick back and pulls the ship up, heading up higher and higher. You guys see arcs of attacks just whizzing by the glass of the ship. As you guys continue flying off, going higher and higher, you notice that some of the enemy's fleet breaks off and starts pursuing after you. As you guys rocket forward, you get closer, probably easily crossing miles quickly. You notice the enemy fleet stops moving any closer to the rest of your friends, the Allies' fleet. As you guys keep flying off, some enemies have, from a second wave behind the first, have moved themselves into position to intercept you and are launching attacks. Let me go ahead and roll something. Okay. Few of the shots collide with the ship, jostling and rocking you guys, knocking some of you to the floor. The captain holding on as best she can. Okay. As you guys continue pursuing, flying closer, you feel something else hit the entire ship. And for everyone who's a magic caster, you feel this sickening feeling wash over all of you. For some of you, this is a familiar feeling that some of you have felt before. It's a feeling of an anti-magic field.
Finn is unconscious.
Alright. So Finn passes out on the floor for a few moments. If anyone wants to try to wake him up. You guys continue moving forward. Roll me intelligence checks for everyone, except for Finn.
Here we go. 17.
Oh, I guess I'll have to roll for Serena.
Peace has been nominated second big brain.
Apparently.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
See how much worse it gets. Oh, no, there we go. We're good.
Oh, Serena. Okay, Serena.
Oh, shush. Fable, you're all good.
Yeah, you're good, Fable. Alright, so Serena and Emilius both realize as you guys kind of like try to shake off this feeling, you come to realize that shit, that's an anti-magic field. And then fleet's ships still rely on magic.
Karst,
Yes.
you said there was a loudspeaker thingy in there, right?
On the main fleet,
Further
on the main fleet there was.
Oh.
Is there a
okay.
way we could communicate with the main fleet?
If you have any type of sending or anything.
If only we have rock of sending that connects to one of
No.
the generals.
Well, yeah, we do. That's the point.
Yeah.
I look to Mercy. We need to contact the Emperor and the rest of the fleet.
Go for it. Here's your stone.
Okay. Mercy passes the stone to you, Gara.
What the fuck's going on? Yeah. I hand it to Peace, who knows what the fuck's going on. Because
Okay. I'm just gonna connect to, Emperor, are you on this? Please respond.
The Emperor picks up quickly. Yes. What is
Turn the fleet
peace?
around right. Turn the fleet around right now. Just do it right now. There's an anti-magic field. You guys are all going to get fucked.
What? Oh, shit. He's here calling with a stone. Everyone, full stop! The enemy's set up an anti-magic defense! Our fleet can't cross! Unless we apply it from the sky! Alright, as you guys kind of look back, you see the fleet stops moving closer. The enemies kind of stop their movement closer as they seem to notice that the fleet has somehow taken notice. The fleet's still attacking though from a distance, as you see multiple blasts of cannon fire soaring through the air. The Emperor Regis contacts you back. Thank you for the warning. I'm sorry we can't follow you into battle. Stay safe!
Can't make any promises.
The line is then cut. As you guys continue flying off, Allison kind of looks at you all like, well, this is a fine predicament we're all in. And it looks like the enemies are aware of us now. She kind of points up ahead. You see a large, massive fleet coming towards you all. And she kind of shouts down below. Everyone, get those cannons ready! Yes.
I'm gonna make my way to the bridge.
Okay. You see Allison's there.
Is there like a view out, Karst?
There is, yes.
Because I would assume with all the kingdoms how they were of old and all that stuff, there's a lot of like still really tall buildings still somewhat up, correct?
Well, it has been 3,000 years.
Somewhat, I did say.
As you do kind of look at it, you can tell, like even from your height, the remains that remain on the ground, mainly stone structures. Though there a lot of them are half standing, at best.
Half standing is all we need. Allison, you're going to do one thing very stupid, but it's going to keep us alive.
Okay.
You're going to fly low between the buildings and basically be almost touching the ground.
I hope you have a plan besides, skirting death even more than we are.
We'll be fine.
All right, everyone, hold on. We're gonna be taking a nosedive. As she pushes the control stick forward and dives the ship downward. You all hold on tight, not to get thrown back, except for Finn.
No. I already have Finn. I would have already had Finn set up inside of a nice little cubbyhole, tied down like a fucking turkey in an oven.
Alright. So as you guys hold on for dear life, as best you can, Allison rockets down towards the ground, and just about maybe 50 feet before hitting ground, she pulls up and steadies the ship, leveling it out, rocketing forward. She's dodging and weaving through fallen buildings, tilted towers, and landmarks and statues, collapsed rubble of buildings, and just earth and rock that has shifted or tilted, or stuff that is judged from the ground from the last calamity that happened. You guys are being pursued still by enemy forces, them launching attack after attack at you. Go ahead and make some rolls.
Let's not say we did.
One collides with the back of the ship, and you hear this kind of loud explosion. She kind of looks back. What the fuck was that? Could someone check that out for me, please?
I'll relay it down to the rest of the crew of us.
On it. Now go figure out what happened.
Okay. As you kind of look out the back, check out the back of the ship, you see an enemy attack had impacted the back of the ship near the one of the oh shoot, what are they called? One of the wings that form the power ring that allows flight for the ship. You see that a small chunk is missing from one of the wings, and some cracks have formed in the metal.
I relay this back to Peace. I was gonna use something else, but I let Peace know what happened.
Okay, so I have good news and bad news.
Okay, what's the
What do you
bad
wanna hear
news?
first? Bad news is there's a chunk of something for the power that helps keeps us afloat, and yeah, that we need to fix that right away.
Oh, God damn it! What's the good news?
There's a turnover here. If you start turning right now, you'll be able to avoid a bunch of people.
Oh, let's hope this ship can stay in one piece then and still afloat. She kind of rockets the ship forward even faster as she gets closer to the tunnel you mentioned. She then all of a sudden pulls back and almost hitting the brakes and slides the ship quickly and turns into the corner and rockets forward again into the tunnel.
Do you want to lose them the fastest way possible?
I want us to get you all to that tower alive.
Pull a 180 in a tunnel. Go back the way we coming in from.
We have enough room for that.
We do.
I'm
I
skirting.
believe in you.
I'm
I
skirting the
trust you.
walls of this cave already. You can hear like
We have enough room
the
for
grinding of metal as the ship kind of like hits the cave ceiling walls. Just the wings of the ship. Oh, come on, come on! As the cave begins to open up into a larger cavern with
I'm gonna
an underground
have
lake that formed.
I'm gonna have the boys on the cannons get ready to fire just before we emerge, and I'm gonna rush down to Finn to try and like do all the medical stuff to get him back up.
Okay. Alright, roll me a medicine check for Finn.
All right, let's hope I don't do this. I didn't do this.
Okay. You notice he's unconscious, and a shock to the system might be enough just to wake him up.
Oh, okay. Raiden, need to borrow your bird.
I think
Go ahead.
Didn't you? I thought you left your bird behind for safekeeping with your uncle.
Yeah, I thought you left Thunderbird with the lightning bird with the uncle on the islands.
Okay, change of plans. Raiden, I need you.
Okay.
Right here
Okay.
and now. Oh my gosh.
Oh no! How rude.
How
Okay,
scandalous.
Raiden, while we're all on the cusp of death, I need you to do me something very dumb, but this should work. You should be able to channel in some sort of electricity. I need you to put your hands together, rub them really hard. And just for me, for my own sake, give Finn a slap on the face. And by face, I mean right into the chest. Don't hit him in the face. Not now. I'll do that later.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
Okay. Alright. As the sound of cannon fire goes off from the ship, you see these large flashes of light as the fire from the arcane cannons hit the enemies and just carving out pieces of this cave. Do do do.
Just gonna yell out, shoot the walls, not the enemies. There's too many of them to bother. Cause the cave to collapse. Okay,
We're having to
make
clear
sure
the
you-
way!
Just do it. Trust me. God, Finn, if I have to think any longer, I'm gonna have to bring you back from the dead right now. No, he's not. I assume the whole party basically snaps me because I'm the only one who did the medicine check. No, he's not dead. Not yet.
Alright.
Well, That's
I'm
good.
working on it.
Karst.
Yes.
Can I try to mess with his key?
You can try to, yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Okay, roll me a wisdom check. Seven. Alright. I don't know, his energies are very weird. You aren't really able to get kind of a good solid reading on his key. But you still rub your hands together and just slap him on the chest with both hands. Give him a small static shock. And Finn will just kind of like bolt awake. And, well, whenever he gets back. But Allison will be flying the ship back out to the cave you guys came in. And she will yell at the mages below to blast that cave opening as soon as they leave. Alright. As she turns and like a sharp 90-degree turn out of the cave and back up and back out through the streets of whatever city this was in the olden times, back before the Calamity. She's just, you see just like dust trail kicking up behind her as she rockets through these streets, heading underneath archways of old buildings. She eventually looks up, is like, we're running out of old building cover. We're gonna have to take back to the skies again.
Do so. You have the eyes. I can only really guide you so far.
Alright. Alright, everyone on those guns, be ready. Gonna need a lot of cover fire. Hold on! She hits the throttle as full as she can. She then pulls back and guides the ship upward at like a 45-degree angle, heading straight head on for the tower. Alright! Open fire! As the mages begin channeling their magic into the cannons and begin firing at the forces coming at you guys. Then blasting out just patches of enemies from the sky, leaving holes for Allison to fly the ship through. The enemies that remain launch attacks at you guys. Okay. Two of them collide with you. And as the second shot hits, you hear the creaking and breaking of metal. And you watch as, well, for those of you who can see through a window, you see that the wing that had taken the blow last time is sheared off from the enemy attack. And you feel the speed of the ship stutter and slow down as the ring of energy that uses to fly the ship and power and keep it aloft is stuttering to maintain its form. Oh, shit. Alright. You need to get everyone ready. She's looking to you, Amelius. Get your friends and get ready. We're going in hot. As she kind of speaks into the speaker that heads to down below deck to the gunner section. All right, you magical people, looks like we're not going to be able to make our way back. So, I need you guys ready to provide as much cover as you can. Take out as many of these bastards as you can as well. As we're going to be crashing right into this tower.
Curse the. Oh yeah, no magic. Karst, question.
Yes.
Do even the champion abilities not work? Like if I try to like see if I can push through with that.
As you guys have gotten closer to the tower, that anti-magic field that you guys passed through, you felt its effect waning as you drew closer to the tower.
Oh, that's good.
It's from if Finn was conscious, well, he is right now. If Finn was back,
He is now.
Is he here so he can roll?
Finn.
He hasn't said he's back
Finn.
yet, so.
Finn.
Wake up, Finn.
Alright, that didn't work. I'll have to poke him.
Yeah, I think Rajit's still AFK.
Good bear.
Or just doesn't realize he's muted.
That's true. He may not realize he's muted too.
Dang, I was hoping that would work. Anywho.
But, so, Finn would, well, he usually rolls pretty well in Arcana checks. So he would probably be able to guess that what the tower is doing is casting like an umbrella of this anti-magical energy. So the closer you are to the tower, the less of the effect is, as it's spraying from kind of like up top and spraying outward, with the full strength of it being on the outside. So, to kind of prevent anything from getting in. Not, affecting us inside as much.
What did I miss?
Oh,
Well, you're not dead anymore.
yeah, you're awake now. You got Static Shock CPR'd awake by Raiden.
Finn wakes up, yells anti-magic, and is like, wait, what? Why am I awake now?
We're also going down at the moment.
Yeah.
We're all dying.
And Finn, you are, as you just got back, as I was explaining, because Finn usually rolls well enough on Arcana checks, that he would also notice that he's feeling better the closer you guys get to the tower, and he can probably guess with his Arcana skills. See that the tower is emitting kind of an umbrella dome of anti-magic, where the strength of it lies on the outside than on the inside.
And of course, why are we?
Why?
Why are we going down?
One of the wings on your ship was damaged. That produces the energy ring that keeps the ship afloat.
Yeah, we were hit.
So
I see.
So Allison is trying to crash the ship into the tower to get you guys in. But yeah, so all of you guys that are magic casters, you feel like you are able to cast your magic again.
Oh, I am pretty sure that the items that we wear that are magical also gave us that, hey,
Yeah, ping!
you're a little weaker now than you were 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, your magical items go ping! Access regained.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to operational order.
Access denied.
So, as you guys are told this by Allison that she's going to be crashing the ship into the tower, she tells you all to buckle up and prepare for impact. As she starts hitting some buttons on her console. Alright, I'm not really entirely sure what all these do, but my guess is that the ship is powering them, so yeah. Gonna turn these off now. And she starts turning off some of the functions on the ship, like the lights go out. You can feel the flow of fresh air, like being cut off, and you feel like the ship had like some type of like force dampener on it, so the force of the speed you're flying at wasn't felt nearly as bad. But as she turns that off, you can feel the force is pushing on your bodies more. But as she does turn off each one, the ship does go faster. Alright. Here we go!
Dara,
Mage!
you still have the carpet, right?
Yes, I do.
Get us. Is it possible for you to crash land back behind our lines if we get close to the tower?
If we're lucky, maybe.
That's all you have to get us close to the tower. I'm not going to have you. I'm not going to have you or the crew stay here.
Alright. She just kind of calls out through the speaker down below. Second thoughts on that crash landing. We're gonna be pulling up and doing a quick drop-off. We're gonna need you guys to provide cover fire to protect our very valuable crew and assets from being shot down as we are letting them fly out of here. You guys get that carpet ready?
Pull it out of the bag.
Okay. So you pull it out and unfold it. And call everyone up. As the ship gets closer and closer to the now very massive tower. Alright, I'm going to be pulling a hard turn to the left. When I do, you cannoneers on the right side, blast that tower with everything you've got. We need to bust a hole in the side of that thing for them to get in. You, cannoneers on the left, cover fire for the enemy forces coming in behind us. You hear the mages yell out in confirmation and understanding as seconds go by, feeling like minutes. Allison all of a sudden careens the ship, turning it left, and slows it down to a hovering stop. She yells out to you, "Go! Go! Go! Go!"
Alright, everybody, hop on.
Alrighty.
So we do.
Okay. As you guys hop on. Oh yay, internet's working for Fable. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
As you guys hop on, you see simultaneously the cannons on both sides firing. The right side blasting the tower, the left side firing at the enemies trying to launch attacks at you. As some of their attacks fly by and crash into the tower as well. You watch as like the arcane cannons firing from the right side end, and the dust just kind of disperses in the high open air there. You see an opening big enough for you guys to get in. As you guys make your way in, the ship turns and rockets off, smashing its way through the enemy forces that are pursuing it, knocking the creatures that they're flying on out of the sky, knocking them dizzy, and their riders to the falling from the creatures' backs to the ground. As you guys take your carpet in and fly in and land, you watch as the tower wall behind you that got blasted creepily and eerily seals up behind you.
Super creepy.
Well, we're in.
Is that the good news or the bad news?
Yes.
students.
So we need to kill. Just to recap on our plan, we need to kill two sins, convert one of them, find one person who's probably among the undead hordes, defeat their lieutenants while going up the tower.
All part of a day's work.
Oh, yeah, that sounds so very easy.
Did
Super
anyone
simple.
did anyone keep track of which floor of the tower we landed on?
No, I was too busy having my teeth go in one direction and my face the other.
As you guys kind
Sure.
of get off the carpet and get situated, roll me perception checks, all of you.
Yeah, sounds like a great thing to do.
Does Serena even have to?
Yeah,
Yes, everyone has to roll perception checks.
even Serena.
I mean,
Yes.
Serena has godlike perception, but
Ah, yes.
Also,
the floor
Fable
is made
Lily
of
just
floor.
came back. Let him roll some. Let him be a part of this other than just wishful thinking in the player lounge.
Yeah. All right. So, Mercy and Serena, you guys kind of both take notice that there are multiple dead enemies out on the ground here, scorched from the arch cannon blasts. You see some of them, their bodies just kind of crumbling, like half dusted, the other half still solid.
Well, that kind of makes our job a little easier.
Yeah.
Oh.
We go up to fight Crowshacks.
Who knows?
Or-
Maybe there might be a floor indicator at some point, and we'll find out where we are.
If there's a floor indicator, I'll let you full on deck me in the face after this.
Look, you see a sign that says floor 123. I'm kidding.
you are here.
I'm kidding.
There's a map. It says you are here. Shit. Where is he?
But, as you guys kind of take stock of the situation, you notice that, there's, in this kind of like, kind of tunnel side room, there's stairs that lead up and down.
Right, are there stairs that go down as well at this
Yes.
point, or?
Yeah, there are stairs that go down.
We can either go down. I mean, if you're holding a sin host against their will, you'd probably have them at the base of the tower, right?
Or at the top of the tower.
Or at the top. Who wants
From
call
from where you guys kind of were flying in at, you look like you could guess you're probably near maybe what could be guessed maybe mid halfway up the tower.
Hold on, Gur, I have a thing. Take out the sin detector. The thingamabobber.
You know, you're right. I pull that out of my bag.
Okay.
See if this thing frickin' works.
Alright, so as you take it out and turn it on, activate it, you notice there are 3 blips that appear on the screen.
Which direction do we go?
Judging from it, it's gauging that they are above you.
Alright, well, we
So
go
we
up.
go up. Yep.
You know what? At times like this, we need to look at the bright side of things. Going up all these stairs is going to be a really good cardio.
Finn, there's a little gap over here. I'm sure you can squeeze through and just jump through. Just please spare me of this. Just spare me.
Nope.
Oh dear.
So, you guys heading upward?
Yep.
Okay. What's your marching order?
I'll go first.
Finn will be in the middle.
Okay. So, first up we have Emilius, who's second.
I volunteer Gara.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was thinking of taking up the rear since,
Oh,
if anything
both
decided
ends. That
to
is a very good point.
In
Okay.
I
that
got a
case,
rear.
Volunteer. What?
volunteer mercy.
I got the rear.
Okay. So Gara and Mercy are taking up the rear. Who's taking up the front? Got Milius. Uh,
I'll stick up front for peace.
okay, so second in line is Finn. Who's third and fourth? That'll be between Raiden and Serena.
I'll be third.
Okay. All right. So, all right, good to know. So, got that down.
We must we must protect the mobile aura of friendship because it's the only thing that's gonna keep us sane.
Yeah. All right.
We're doomed.
We are.
So, as you guys climb up the tower, moving forward, is there anything you guys want to do while you're moving forward?
Try.
Guys,
Yeah,
how big are
no.
these steps?
The stairway in this area is probably about wide, about 15 feet.
Perfect. Uh, hmm. Uh,
We, what?
I'm just thinking.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm just thinking if I do the thing.
Okay.
There's also the.
Alright.
It's
If
enough
it's
space. Plus, I can do it while on the move until it's fully up and up. So yeah, you can see it karst and there. I'll do the thing.
Okay. So you're gonna take time to cast that?
I can do it all on the move. I'll just let Finn take the brunt force of full face of death
Okay. Alright, so
for at least 10 minutes.
is there anything else anyone wants to do while moving forward?
Just continue to look around, I guess. Just in
Yeah,
case there's like
keeping him.
Okay.
any hidden people or something.
Okay. So, roll me perception checks then.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I cast guidance on myself.
Okay. Alright, so as you go to cast guidance, you kind of feel like you have to kind of struggle a bit to cast it, even in here. But you still are able
Wow.
to.
Okay.
So,
So
7.
15.
Finn consistently getting 7s.
Yeah. Alright, so, alright, you guys kind of keep a lookout. Serena, Gara, uh, and Raiden, guys are on the highest. You don't really
Did
spot
peace?
anything. Peace is focused on his spell right now. You don't really notice anything. Um, no, no demon soldiers. Though as you guys are moving upwards, you feel the tower rumbling and shaking. And as it worsens and worsens, you guys have to kind of pause your movement to keep yourselves from falling over. And as you kind of look off to your left, you notice that there is this kind of gap in the stairway wall. And you watch as this, like, almost pillar of fire and hell energy just erupts upwards, heading up towards the top of the tower. And you can hear this loud, like, high-pitched hum and whirling sound ringing in your ears, and you can almost swear you hear the sounds of screaming voices and tormented souls, and it persists for a long minute. I need you guys all to make wisdom saves, please.
Oh God.
We have
Okay.
advantage on those because of feast, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do.
Oh no. Oh mercy. Oh Gara. Oh wait,
Well,
you're
I think the piece is
Aura.
aura, so it's a 16.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a whiz base.
Uh, 19.
Peace, do you get that bonus too?
Which one? The +4?
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah. Alright, so I guess it looks like the only one that failed is uh Sally Mercy. Mercy, as you kind of clutch onto your head, you feel this cold chill just kind of wash over you. This sense of dread and doom. And you would suffer from the condition of being frightened, but because of the Hero's Feast, you are immune to it. As quickly as this wave of fear washes over you, you feel this warmth kind of swell up inside you, and you feel all right.
I was gonna say. Ah, alright.
Also,
Well,
Cars, Ben's gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay. As you cast the invisibility, you see multiple things just along the walls and ceilings of this stairway tunnel. You,
Anything I should be alarmed about?
they all look like eyes,
Oh boy.
and
I made him.
and you swear you see a couple faces contorted in pain and anguish. And as you guys are walking forward, uh, since Peace was focusing on his spell, he let Finn take the lead. Finn, I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Okay.
As you feel this step on the stairway kind of give way.
Plus pieces thing, so that's a 26. I have advantage because of the robes that I have.
Oh, right. Alright, so as you
No,
feel
no.
the step give way, you watch as these hands jut up from the stairway and try to grab you. You jump back, pulling your foot back in time before they can grab hold of you. And you just watch as quickly as the hands jut up, they just sink back into this floor of the stairs.
Ben is gonna test the activation point again to see if the trap has been disarmed or is still active.
Okay. You kind of poke it, the hands still jut out again.
Avoid stepping there. You're just gonna go around it.
Okay. So you guys just kind of seeing where Finn's pointing. You guys walk around that area. As you guys continue forward, 10 minutes pass, Amelius, and you cast your spell.
Alrighty. Hey, you gonna take the lead on this, or should I?
You can.
Okay.
As is your steed.
Oh, Jesus Christ, someone's like throwing stuff in there.
Oh, it's Fable.
What did I do?
Fable,
We
help.
can hear you
There's a lot of
chucking
noise.
stuff.
I was just cleaning up a little bit. Was it that loud?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry.
I'll just mute, or you can mute yourself. There you go. Alright, go ahead.
So basically, forming in front of you is what looks to be a wyvern-like figure until the light of it just kind of dissipates and you guys see this.
Shark bait. Hoo ha ha.
I mean, that is. Here's a full image. I just thought it would look cool.
Peace. Summoning hell beasts to fight hell beasts.
Hey, this isn't a hell beast this time.
Looks like it could be. So, this thing doesn't really have legs to walk on, though.
It has. Anywho.
Okay. So, as your spell finishes and your new quote steed stands there, perched, looking around, kind of checking itself out.
Peace, I didn't raise any complaints when you summoned a hellhound, but what is that?
As a wyvern. I asked for a favor. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that type of wyvern, but it's fine.
Don't worry about it. He won't bite us.
Why do I feel that I was excluded from this us?
I'm gonna go and just like pet him on like where the back of his ear would be. You'll be fine. I'm just gonna like kind of like whisper and like you know what to do and just in case, right, buddy?
It kind of looks at you and nods, knowingly.
Anyone want to trade spots? I suddenly feel less safe going up the demon tower somehow.
Don't worry about it. He'll take up first.
Alright, now you cover me.
Of course. And I guess I'll be taking up Finn's spot and well, it's wide enough for him to be on our side, so he'll just be moving alongside with us for now.
Okay. This thing is considered a large creature, right?
Yes. That's why I asked about the size of
Yeah.
the stairwell.
Alright, so it will be kind of a bit of a snug fit, a little bit.
We'll be fine.
And it will have a bit of a hard time kind of maneuvering up the stairs, so it will kind of lag a little bit more towards the middle back of the group. And like movement speed wise, so
We'll be fine.
alright. So, new marching order then is now
Peace. Emilius.
yeah. Well, you're kind of off on your own side right now. I'm talking about like the people not riding things side. For
Oh, I'm not riding him, I'm just walking alongside.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're gonna have to hang in the back a bit, or back middle a little bit more then.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he's having a little bit hard time going upstairs.
Elevated position would help. I'll be fine. And riding along on him. Alright, we'll go with it.
Okay. So yeah, so new marching order. Who wants to be in front?
Gara will take front.
Okay, so Gara's in front, Mercy's watching back then. And then Finn in second place then.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you guys march forward, continuing heading up the stairs, you eventually come to kind of a stairway landing that levels out up into like an open room. You see that the room is circular looking for the most part. You see in the middle though there's a large gaping hole. You can see the edges of it are still scorched looking and hot looking to the touch. Really, Finn? Really? Okay.
I mean, he just gave me a brilliant idea that I can use.
Okay. So, as you guys reach this landing area, you kind of take some looks around. You see multiple motifs and appearances of demonic architecture and imagery in the room here. You can see the lantern uh, holders are appear to be made out of skeletal arms and hands with skulls forming the lanterns. Even though there shouldn't be any blood in here, you can see there's multiple stains of blood on the floor, almost looking nearly fresh. As you guys are moving through, Finn, you casting your spell, and your steed will pop up, your phantom steed.
Uh, this is it. This is how the steed looks like. And deflects the art piece I have for multiple mounts.
Okay. As you guys are moving around, Gar, since you're taking the lead, you feel part of the floor give in under your foot. And I need you to make a dexterity save, please. Oh, you have advantage on that. Right. So 22. Okay. Not bad. That is really good. So, you guys kind of watch Gar just suddenly jump back. And just a second later after she does, you watch from the floor and wall near her just these bony spikes jut out and try to impale her. It appears that this tower is, or has been, heavily fortified for intruders. So, how you guys wish to proceed?
Yes.
In a way that does not get us killed.
Okay. If you want to check for traps, you can. That's a thing you can do.
But we've never looked for traps.
Of course, we're invincible.
Right?
uh, Alright. So, as you guys kind of move about the room, you notice that there's another stairway on the other side of the room leading upward.
But no,
Yeah, I'd
traps
like
looks like
to actively keep a lookout for these traps. I'm pretty sure this is going to be intelligence based, which I highly suck at.
Yeah, it's an investigation check to look for traps.
Yeah, so
Oh dear.
I'm going to guidance myself and keep an active investigation going for this. So I'll
Okay.
roll that and then
Okay.
roll some guidance here. And so yeah, a 12. It really doesn't matter. I just negated the -1 in my intelligence. Is anybody better at looking for traps? I mean, it's the
Is it
thing I'm
bad to
supposed
say
to.
literally everyone?
The only person who could probably do it is everyone but Gara. So
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not good at it, but here goes nothing.
Okay. Any guidance for yourself, or?
Yes, I should have said that.
Okay. So I'd ask.
Uh-huh. 14?
14's better than mine.
Okay. You two kind of keep an eye out for traps. As you guys head for the staircase on the opposite side and head up. Serena, you catch a glimpse of what you think is a wire on part of the stairway up.
Okay, I'll alert the group about that.
Okay.
Uh, I don't have any way to disarm this trap, I don't think. Usually it takes these tools, but could try to disarm it or set it off before somebody gets hurt.
Okay.
And yeah, is anyone actually proficient at these tools? Or, of course, what would we if
Do
we
we
didn't have the
have a
proficiency?
do we have a rogue in the party? I mean,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Okay, I
No.
have an idea. Everyone move back a good bit.
Oh dear.
I mean,
He's
if,
gonna
if you can't disarm
explode.
it, you can trigger it,
I mean,
or try
how
to
can
get,
I
or try to
tell?
just get over it.
Cursed, well, yeah, there's also that.
True.
But big ass wyvern might not be able to.
Yeah. Okay, he's nimble and he can fly.
Not in
How
this
dare you.
tunnel, not in this
Not
stairway.
Don't take
not in
away
this
my dreams. Anyways.
Too late.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
Okay, when everyone else moves, is like backed up and far away. Do I notice at least anything like jetting out from the sides, like it was supposed to hit someone standing up?
Roll me an investigation check.
I'm gonna help him.
Okay. All right. One sec.
No.
He has advantage because I'm helping.
Yeah, here I'll just roll it again.
Yeah.
Anywho, 13.
There you go. 13. Okay. You kind of take a look around. You don't see anything like that.
All right, I hope this is sharp enough. I'm going to quite basically lying completely down on the ground and using the corner as like a piece of cover just to kind of like stuff myself in if I need to take if like just duck really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Basically try to cut the wire without setting it off, without pulling on it or anything. Just let the sharpness of a blade or something like that do the work and not push on it.
Okay. Um. All right. Roll me a dexterity check.
Here you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that one. Yay.
Okay.
Man, I love D&D.
All right. So as you
Yeah.
try to take one of your blades and just like carefully cut it without like pushing down on it, you go to cut and like your blade should be pretty sharp to cut through this, but it just kind of like as it goes across, you hear the sound of metal, like against metal, it's like, and you realize, oh shit, this is a metal wire, and as it pushes down, clink, clink, you all of a sudden just watch these tubes, just kind of openings form on the sides of the cave walls, and the rest of you who are standing back just watch as this entire area of the staircase just get enveloped in fire. I need you to make a dexterity save piece.
But I am under two. Okay, never mind.
Hey! Okay, nice. So you'll only take half this damage.
Halved again.
Halved again, true. Okay, so you will take. Let's see, that was an 18 I rolled. So you take half for that, which is 9. Half again, round it up to 5 points of fire damage.
Done.
Oh no, Peace has been mortally wounded.
But, good news, trap's been triggered. And, yeah, you now know. Oh. As your blades is kind of still kind of sitting there on the string, the flames don't continue to persist.
I'll just take it off and I guess at this point, just yoink the wire off so no one trips over it.
Okay, you just kind of taking it. It's like, just frustration, and you just yank it out of the wall, just toss the end to the side, and
Traps disarmed, everyone. Congratulations. Now we may proceed. Ow.
okay. So, as you guys proceed upward, riding on two of you riding on your steeds. Most of you
It's totally
guys.
not a flex, I swear.
Cars.
Hey, who's wanting to take the lead for heading upstairs now?
Um, if we next time we come across a trap, I can probably set it off without harming any of us.
Okay. And what were you gonna say, Fable?
I was gonna say I would like to summon my own steed, just so I can be a part of the cool kids.
Trust
Because
me.
apparently everyone is doing that now.
No, it's really just two chuckle fucks and the other guys.
Instead of the biker gang, it's a steed gang.
It's the two chuckle fucks. That's what it is.
Okay. All right.
Oh dear.
But
One of us is gonna run at a guy at 200 feet per turn. The other one's gonna fly at him.
so progressing up the stairs, who's taking lead? Who's taking point?
I can go first.
Okay. And who's looking for traps? All of you can. A couple of you can. And the others can provide, assistance if you wish.
Well, I have
Oh,
the
well.
worst investigation out of all of us, so.
I'm gonna look out for traps.
I'll still give it
Oh.
a shot.
I'll help out.
Okay.
I'll assist. I have
I'll
very poor.
Yeah.
Okay. So, those assisting Serena and Finn, you guys can go ahead. You two can roll again. If there's any other things you want to add to your rolls to make them better, you can too.
Oh, that is so much better.
Yes. you can roll. You can roll again, Fable. Because you're getting assistance from Gara.
Okay.
If he'll roll.
Yeah.
10. That was supposed
12.
to be at advantage.
I rolled once to GM
Yeah.
second time.
Yeah, he had a 13 on his GM roll. So 18 is his best one. Alright, so moving forward, as you guys continue to proceed, Finn, you notice there's some odd discoloration with one section of the staircase floor.
Hey, is it me or is there an odd discoloration between one section of the floor over there?
Yeah,
I'm
It
gonna
looks-
focus.
different.
I'm gonna activate that. I'm gonna make sure everybody's decently distanced away, and I'm gonna activate that trap using Mage Hand.
Okay? As everyone kind of stands back, you send out your mage hand, and you pat that section of the stair floor of the staircase, and you guys just watch as this 10 by 10 10 by 5 section of the floor just collapse and give way to what appears to be a spike pit underneath.
Oh dear.
Wonderful. Absolutely great. Just peachy.
Oh, I have good news and bad news for this one.
Good news is none of us are gonna fall into it.
Yeah.
Bad news is we have to jump over it.
Yeah.
Or you can guys can skirt around it on the edges too. There's enough room for
No, but
there is enough room to skirt it, so.
I can assume the wyvern can just walk over because it big.
Yeah, he could just kind of flap hop.
I assume the steed can jump over it because horse.
or walk
Or at
along the
least,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's small enough to walk along the side. All right,
He's actually large sized.
but now it doesn't have the wings like a wyvern does to give extra
Mhm.
girth on the sides. But
Oh dear.
you guys can get around it though, no problem.
I'll be back.
All right, all right. So as you guys being very careful, proceeding forward, continuing to check for traps.
Hmm.
You guys do occasionally see a few more similar ones to what you came across in the past. More fire spitting ones, spikes. Seems this Croshax didn't spare any expense for defending this tower. And as you guys continue climbing, you every now and then feel the tower rumbling again more and more and have those beams of energy, of hellish energy, just rocketing upwards to the center of the tower. No need to make
Uh,
saving throws since you guys are protected against it.
uh, Karst. I mean, sorry, not Karst. Gara,
Yes,
pass me the sin detector.
I hand him the sin detector.
Okay?
Uh, Karst, how far away does it look like we are from the nearest sin?
You appear to be about maybe, according to this, about maybe a couple 100 feet.
Oh. If I'm reading this right, we are roughly a couple 100 feet away from the closest sin.
Hmm.
Question is which one?
What's the color?
The color.
Perfect sound effect too. Wait, where's Buck? Why is he here?
The color is orange.
It is orange. The fuck's orange?
What is orange actually?
Yeah. We don't know who Orange was.
Oh well, good news, bad news. Good news, we can get the unknown fight out of the way early on. Bad news, it's a fight where we know virtually nothing about the individual, so yeah.
Well, you have a 50-50 shot.
What? 50-50.
Of being one you know and one you don't.
I honestly assume Desra the Sin of Pride is going to be at the topmost point of this tower.
That really does make a lot of sense.
Yep.
That makes the most sense.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay. As you guys continue to ascend the stairs, you reach another flat point in the tower. This one more not a full formed floor, but more of a lookout point, as there's an opening on the inner and outer wall of the tower, about maybe 5 feet across, allowing you to look outside. You can feel a rush of fresh air pouring in. You can see outside the tower in the distance multiple flashes of explosions and magic going off. The
Oh
fight's still
dear.
raging on outside.
Alright. What sin is this? My money is probably on Sloth.
Since we haven't come across her, yeah.
You have once.
I don't
Oh,
think we
Pride
actually
is who
saw
we
her
haven't
gem.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
you've only met Pride once, but not in combat.
Right.
She
So,
up what?
as you guys continue up, taking care of traps along the way, except for one, which was above what even Finn rolled. As Raiden, you continue forward, leading the charge. You feel one of the steps give way. Just a small little square in the steps, just indent in.
I'm back.
And Raiden, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
For sure. Oh God.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So, as Raiden triggers this trap, you guys watch as multiple metal spikes jut from the walls and floor of the stairway here and pierce his body. And you then see as electrical current is sent through the metal spikes. Okay, so with your evasion, you take half damage, even though you failed, which is good. So you will take 7 points of piercing damage. That's reduced from 14. And ooh, that was a good roll. 11 points of lightning damage. Sorry. Yeah. So
So 18 damage in total,
wait.
or
Hold
is
on.
that half?
Nope. That'd be total. 18 damage total.
Has it been halved
All
yet?
right.
Yeah, that was halved. Yeah, he had 7 from. Sorry, I rolled a 14 and a 21. So total, I guess that would be 35. So half of that would be 18. Oh no, wait, 6. Math. Yeah, 18. So yeah.
Well, that hurt.
How many health potions do you guys have on you?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. All right.
Anyhow.
Oh, you can patch him up.
No, I'm fine. Let's just keep moving forward.
Yeah, let me take a look at that. I'm the doctor here.
Keep telling yourself that.
Well,
I have an
technically,
actual license to prove it.
yeah.
I eat that license.
Well, 3,000-year-old license.
No, it's been renewed, Karst. You already know this.
No,
I'll
must have
give
been a
him. I'll give him 10 points of lay on hands.
Okay.
That'll be all.
Okay. So
Man, these traps are dumb cars. Dumb, I say.
all right, Raiden. So you recover 10 HP.
Thanks, Doc.
Don't mention it. Like, I actually don't.
Oh dear.
Okay. So, as you guys continue up the stairs, you eventually start hearing echoing through the stairway tunnel, laughing, cackling, even, of a familiar female voice.
Is this cackling familiar to any one of you?
Always.
Then that is a person we may know how to fight.
Is it
It's
close?
it's a familiar voice that even Raiden knows. It's the same type of cackling laugh that you heard from the woman that took your uncle.
Mimi.
Yep.
As you guys head up the stairs, you can hear her kind of calling out, "Come on in! The party's already waiting for you! You sure do know how to make a lot of noise on your way
Uh,
up!" As,
housekeeping.
as none of you guys wanted to stealth your way up. You didn't roll any stealth checks.
I mean, a horse, a wyvern, people in heavy armor.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could still have tried.
40 cajillion traps.
Like a large amount of traps that we have to activate to disarm.
Mm-hmm.
It really wasn't gonna bode well for us.
Very fair point. But as you guys ascend, you head up to this level of floor. You can see the room is. In the room is Mimi and some other company you weren't expecting.
No, I very much was expecting there to be a bajillion minions that we're
Oh,
gonna have to fight.
yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, this is
This is
this is
D&D. Come on.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was just
Uh,
gonna say. This is
Cars,
D&D.
cars.
What I should speculate on, or well, yeah, not speculate, but clarify on, is company that you yourself weren't expecting. Peace, as she is accompanied by a beast, a fiend you have not seen since the first calamity 3,000 years ago.
So no.
Oh.
One of the beings that is responsible for the death of your old team, your old company.
Oh boy. Alright. You all have fun with Mimi. I have some too.
Okay.
So,
Um,
I will go ahead and get get this moved over for you guys.
If there's supposed to be a map, I
Yeah.
don't see it yet.
I'm getting it moved for you. There you go. Okay. So, you guys will be coming up from this side right here.
hold on. I gotta zoom out to find out what you mean. Oh, from where? From the
Right.
stairwell, then?
Yeah, this
Bottom
bottom
right.
bottom right one.
Oh, the bottom right one. Oh, okay. I mean, there were two stairwells. I had a 50-50 shot of getting this one right.
Yeah.
And you still fucked it up.
I did. I truly did.
And the thing actually popped up. God damn.
Oh. Yeah, there. Yeah, you did have one that popped up. I don't know if you can see it.
I do not.
That is weird.
I don't see anything, Cars, other than like the tokens like ours.
Mhm.
Oh, I
That's
see
Adams.
everything.
Must not be loading in for you yet.
Oh, there we go.
Just give it a second to
Oh.
load. Sorry, deleted
Well,
your
yeah.
second token.
Yeah, wait. Okay, hold on.
Here, I got. Oh, there you go.
There. Also last thing, just bring my token to front.
Oh, right. Boop, boop. There you go.
So those minotaurs, Gara might have fun with that.
Oh,
It,
Gara's not gonna have fun with any of this at this point.
Cars, that isn't the front. I don't mess all about this.
Oh, you appear to be on the front. You're above him.
On my screen and below.
Yeah, because I got you set to front. I see you on front on mine.
See ya. I see ya on top of me.
Refreshing.
I don't want to do it. It's gonna stupid. Takes too long.
Yeah, well.
So, Mimi just kind of looks at you all, kind of wobbling a bit as she sips from her canteen, her water jug, which you can probably assume isn't filled with water.
Obviously. I mean, I
Oh,
know well who she is.
how did I know you all were going to be here? Oh, well,
Possi- Possibly because we set off every single trap up the tower, and we flew in a very obvious airship.
Oh,
you
no.
did?
It's, obviously you're as blind as you are drunk.
No! Well, maybe a little bit.
You're as smart as you are sober.
That's a good one.
Uh, uh, figured I had an easy job, just guard this floor, make sure these guys here do their job, fire at anything that approaches the tower. Apparently I'm gonna have to kill them since they didn't do their job well enough. But before that, they can maybe redeem themselves by killing some of you.
Oh, I think they'll end up dead before, any of that happens.
Oh, so... Oh, hey, it's the young boy! Oh, how's your uncle doing?
Shut
Oh,
up.
oh, rude. Uh, you know, we don't have to fight. If you guys just surrender and join us, we can
Look,
kick
we
back and
already know how
drink.
this is.
You could do the
Look,
same thing.
we already
You
know how
could.
this is going to go. We're going to start with a fight. It's going to be somewhat tough. Afterwards, we're going to be recovering and then continue on our way up to the next level, fight the next group of people, and yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Can we just get this over with?
I mean, you could easily just sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, and,
There's a window.
let us
Jump
just.
out.
Yeah, exactly. You could let us just lob your hat off and we'd all be happy to go our separate ways.
Okay. Oh, make course large, you said? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And Mercy, what do you say in Abyssal?
And bring Finn to the front, please.
Oh, yes.
Towerance, she means your death. Would you really like to fight on her side? Or would you rather join and preserve yourself, your heritage, your home?
Okay. Roll me.
She means not only death to you, but to all others.
Alright. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, come on.
12.
I'm gonna
Okay.
like that one. Luck.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'll roll a couple more. Okay. Okay.
I presume she doesn't speak Abyssal?
Mimi does not know. And you notice that not every creature here seems to either. And a couple of them
I don't.
do kind of turn their heads towards you.
I do not know what this is, to be honest.
It's
But I know that Taurans speak Abyssal.
it's a nasty thing. But yeah, I rolled pretty good on their charisma checks. A couple of them kind of look at you, and you can notice that they are considering it. But one of them speaks back in Abyssal and says to you, "While she may use us as merely pawns, We serve a greater purpose. We all serve the corruptor, Kroshax.
And he means the end of the world for you all, for us all.
He means to expand our realm. We will take the heavens for our own.
That is what you say, but it will be the end.
Then it would be a glorious end. You watch as
So be it.
you watch as these four-armed creatures kind of start kind of ranting and raving and cheering and pounding their chests with their forearms. Mimi kind of looks around and smirks like, well, I don't know what you said, but you definitely got them riled up and ready. Thank you. Alright, everyone. Kill them. Alright, need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Well,
Mr.
as
Spice
always,
is
I
in
tried
the
something and it backfired.
Hey,
It happens.
you tried. I rolled a natural 20 and two 18s.
I'm sorry, you mean like how I tried to defuse a trap and it backfired on me
Yeah.
as well? You act like it only happens to you ever.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a good shot to try to get
Yeah.
the demons to back the fuck up.
It's just, I just rolled really well. I had lucky rolls is all. Oh, you guys, I think some of you tokens didn't add in.
Okay.
Who didn't get added? See.
Good.
So we got, so Finn's
I
in.
did not.
So,
No, I clicked on it.
yeah, Peace didn't, and neither did Gara. So, I'll add.
Did
Oh, there's there.
I'll add.
it's there?
Oh, okay, whoops. Oh, I guess I just didn't. Whoops, I missed you then. Alright, so just
Yeah,
Peace, I
I'm
need to add to
right
turn
after.
order.
Alright.
And you had a 23?
21.
Oh no, 21.
21.
Sorry.
There, I already added it in.
Oh, okay.
Quick question. Could I do one thing before we had even gotten up here? I meant to mention it before, but
Yeah,
there was
sure.
a lot going on. When I realized that we were going to come into contact with one of the sins, I was going to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, I already have most of that from Heroes Feast, but the fact that they would have disadvantage on attacks actually
So,
helps.
Abjuration, Celestials, Elementals, Phase, Fiends, and Undead. Okay.
I presume demons are still classified as fiends, but
Yes.
you know,
Okay, let's make it. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Mimi herself is her own race and doesn't just because she works for the
yeah,
bad guys doesn't mean she's a
yeah. She's
fiend. Although I can,
she is humanoid.
yeah, so but it'll work against these other guys, so that's helpful for sure. God, we all rolled pretty damn decent for initiative.
Yeah, I'm getting some decent rolls too.
I've noticed that, and that's what bothers me. Maybe we could go jump off a cliff.
Oh, rude. Okay, then for Mimi. Let's see. She is. Fucking hell, really? Okay,
Ow, my ears.
sorry. Damn. Since I rolled a natural 1 with her.
Awesome.
Fuck.
It's gonna be like,
Yay.
what, did you whiff it?
Okay.
Excellent.
Well then, let me go ahead and sort this in descending. So, yeah, I think that's correct. Looks like we have some. Oh no, tiebreakers. Okay. Except for apiece, and 1 Minotaur. Let me double check the Minotaur's stats here.
I mean, well, hasn't it always been a rule in your game where it's players go first, anyways?
I just like to double check just to make sure, just in case like the beast has like a absurdly higher dexterity.
I mean, I got a 16, so.
True. Okay.
I should break them more often.
Yeah.
Because I got a .15. That's why.
Ah.
Usually always try to have mine on in any game I'm in. Because it's very helpful.
Okay, Minotaur has a 15, so yeah, you do go first. Alright then, so top of initiative order, we got Raiden. You're up, my man.
Alright, let's see. Out of character, or I mean in character. What's the plan? What's the plan?
We fight.
We fight, we
What?
kill these
Weird.
fuckers, and
We
we
never-
I
knock,
understand.
and we
but
toss
are you,
Mimi out a window.
Is it like a 1v1 thing, or are you guys planning to take all of the attention on one, then go for the other?
Focus fire, that's might not be the smartest move because they're gonna all do the same thing. So eventually we're gonna get overrun if we do that. It's probably
Well-
best if we try to...
I have a plan. I can slow down almost 3 of them. Is that gonna help in any way?
Seriously, you should save your key for the next one.
If that's the case, then alright.
let's
Alright, Curse.
Try to reserve as much of our resources as possible.
Man, those oof. Okay. So what you doing?
I'm going to use my quarterstaff.
Okay. Two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Icebone one. Okay. Okay, let me double check that. I'm pretty sure 25 will hit. Yes, that will. Okay, 15 bludgeoning and 17 cold. Nice. So that is a total of 30, let's see, 25, 32 points of damage. Ouch. Okay.
That's one attack. He still has more, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all I can do now is an unarmed strike, right?
Yes.
You can only use a monk weapon and then an unarmed strike after it.
Yeah. 23 will hit. Additional
Nice.
13, nice. Raiden starts off as you run up, brandishing your ice dragon bone quarterstaff, crafted for you by Kai. As you grab a hold of it, you can feel the chill running up your hands and arms. And as you bring it up and crack it up underneath the chin of this weird four-armed beast, you knock its head up into the air. As it kind of staggers and stumbles back slightly, trying to catch its balance, you raise up one of your feet and side kick it in the gut. Alright.
Wait.
You
He has
still have
another
one.
attack. So
Well,
one more
he-
Ice Dragon Bone attack.
So I can use a monk weapon 2 times as an action.
You have
You can use any.
extra attack,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Any melee attack.
It works like an attack. Monk weapon is just something stupid the designers came up with to limit the weapons the monks can use, but it works. You have extra attacks and everything. It's like attacking with a weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Yeah, it's
So I have
basically
another-
the attack action.
you have another ice dragon bone thingy attack.
Okay, thank you guys for telling me that.
That'll
There
hit.
you go.
That is 28 points of damage.
8.
28. Alright, this beast is not looking too good. As after you give it a kick in the gut, it lurches forward to kind of gasp for air as it clutches its stomach. As it does, you bring your staff down and crack it on top of the head, knocking it senseless. So, at the end of your turn, you do have movement still, I think, if you wish to move.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay. Now, the beast will gain an opportunity attack unless you wish to...
Mobile.
Oh,
he has mobile.
right, mobile. Never mind. Since you attacked. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, moving up to that guy. Alright. Is at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask since, monks do get a lot of crazy shit. Alright, Finn.
Finn is going to quicken spell a spell he hasn't used since he decided to add it to his spellbook, Mirror Image, to create 3 more illusions of Finn on a horse.
Does it create the horse too, or just him?
It just says duplicates of yourself in appearance, so I would assume that means that if he has on a mount, it's gonna duplicate him on a mount.
It just says yourself. The horse isn't part of yourself. And your appearance is just like how you look.
Alright, in that case, Finn is gonna ride up here. He's gonna dismount.
Okay.
And 10 feet away, and he's gonna have the horse run back there.
Okay.
He's got up arms away, and he's going to still major image, so I'm gonna add 3 more fins.
Yeah, and just mark them for which one's the duplicates.
Yep, I'm gonna mark the duplicates with a blue dot.
Thank you very much.
And he's gonna strike twice with a glaive.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
For the Minotaur, that
Yep.
will hit.
He takes 11 slashing, and half of that is necrotic.
Okay.
And if a 20 hits, he takes 9 slashing, half of that is necrotic.
Okay. Let me double check, make sure that they're not. See if they're immune to necrotic or not. Nope. Okay. Okay.
That
Alright.
is its turn. The Minotaur's now looking at 4 wizards instead in front of him.
Okay. Mercy, you're up.
So, let's see. Oh yeah, I can. Oh wow. Complicated, as always.
Sorry.
No worries. I'm gonna haste myself.
Okay. Speedy mercy. Quick mercy. Mercy quick. Mercy killing.
Hopefully, the last one.
Alright. So you are now
I'm gonna do.
speedy mercy. Where's the shoe?
And there's this Planar Warrior.
Okay, let's put that one on. Oh, okay. Right.
I'm gonna do it on this one.
Oh, this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Hopefully I will hit him.
Hopefully. You should. Possibly. Yeah, yeah. Minus 12.
And he'll get the Planar Warrior.
Minus, okay, additional 13.
And
Okay.
if it's a... let's see.
Oh, right.
It's a fiend? No, it's not a fiend.
Let me double check
Right.
here. No, it's not classified as a fiend.
Okay. So that's it. That's for my everything, really. I'm just gonna move here.
Okay.
Or here. Or here. Let's see, here.
Just heading back down the stairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Mercy the coward.
All right, Gara, you're up.
Gara is going to call upon Zalafe's assistance and kind of make herself a little more protective against these guys. I'm going to use Zalafe's zeal and armor up my skin with copper dragon scales.
Okay.
As my bonus action, I'm going to rage because the next time I go, I will move and attack something. But for right now, I'm gonna
Just stand where you
kind
are.
of stick around this area and make sure
Okay.
be sentry for right the second.
All right. This guy's turn. Let's see. This one is going to pull out its longbow
Not allowed.
and is going
Not
to
allowed.
fire 2 shots. Let's see. Mercy ducked away, so couldn't fire at the other archer. Peace is kind of a big target on a wyvern, so he will take a couple shots at you, Peace.
Okay.
So
Remember, at disadvantage.
yes, disadvantage, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, go ahead and roll this. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's see. With modifiers, that's a what's your AC?
What is it to hit? 19.
It's a 21. So
Okay.
I assumed that 21 would hit.
You know, you would be right, Karst.
I would be? Okay. So,
Yeah, you would be.
okay. So then you will take. Boom. Let's see. Boom, boom. 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
This thing's going to move up. Alright. Amelia, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to. I'll move up to this dude over here.
Okay.
I'll do the stabbing motion with my hand, but oh no, it's a sword in there.
So you
So
commit die.
24 and a 19. Does a 19 hit?
The 24 will hit. Go
Okay.
and roll your damage. Okay. You just commit die on him.
Is
No, he
dead?
casts die.
Oh, okay. In that case, then I'll move up to this dude. Is the 19 hit?
19 will hit.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Let me double check. Yes, 19 will hit.
Alright. And then.
So how much damage is that?
6 to 21.
21.
And there's still some more.
Okay.
Go, the greatest wyvern in all the universe, is going to do a claw attack, and then with its stinger.
Okay.
And a 1 and a that should not be at advantage, and that should also be the public. Sorry.
Okay. 15 will miss.
No miss. And then the one with the stinger.
That will
A 19.
hit.
Okay, it needs to make a DC 13 con.
Okay. Con save.
28 poisoned, or it would have to take, or 14 if it passes.
All right, makes the con save.
Nice. So 28 altogether.
28 altogether. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
And let me see one last thing. Let's say that. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Compelled Duel on this guy.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. DC
17.
17. You got 22.
Okay.
Okay.
He passes.
All right. He's coming at you anyway. I mean, you dare run away? No. All right.
That would be my turn.
All right. Minotaur's turn. He is I need to double check his moves. Let's see.
I challenge him to try and attack the wall of Finn.
He's going to take that challenge. And he's going to take a swipe at the one right here.
Okay.
So he's going to raise up his great axe and take a swing. Let me see here. Oh wait. And he's going to he's gonna make this nah, I don't think he'll make a reckless one. Doesn't need to yet. 14.
Misses.
Okay.
Because the DM is waiting on the barbarian to attack.
Yeah. Second swing, 22.
Hit.
Alright, that's 37 points of damage. Okay. Alright, this one is going to take swings at you and your wyvern.
Bet. Just let me know which one's for me and which one's for the wyvern.
11 for your wyvern.
Miss.
Okay. Let's see. 20 for you.
Hit.
Okay.
This one was at disadvantage, correct?
Oh, right, since your turn came around. So that'd be a 16 then.
Miss.
Okay. That's good. Alright. Alrighty then. Guess I should have reckless for that one. Alright, this one is going to come up to you. And it's going to try to hit you, Finn. You, actual Finn.
Okay.
Let's see. 15.
Misses.
Okay. 18.
I think that still misses. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, that still misses.
Okay. Alrighty. Just can't seem to hit you.
Him simply dancing out of the way.
Okay. This guy is going to... Let's see. Yeah, it's going to rush up on you, Peace, and is going to... It's going to make a... let's see. It's going to make a pincer attack against you. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see here. Shit. Okay, missed for the first one. It's going to make a second one. Okay. 24 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, you take, let's see, oof, wow, I rolled good damage on that. 20 points of bludgeoning. And you are currently grappled.
All right.
And it can't do anything else. Alright. The Bulgura is... Ooh, what's